Hi, I'm Mike Bellevue. I write for Guns of the Old West and for Combat Handguns magazines. And today we're going to be shooting a classic, the Browning HiPower P35. Now, originally these were chambered in 9mm. This one is chambered in 40 Smith & Wesson. And we're going to see what a classic automatic can do. I am a huge fan of the Browning HiPower. Which is certainly one of the most popular auto pistols in the world. I mean, there are probably more military organizations that have used this than any other single auto pistol on the face of the planet. I've always thought that the HiPower is what the 1911 aspired to be. This is more the refinement of John M. Browning's vision, I think, for the 1911. But the problem with the HiPower, as far as I'm concerned, is that it was chambered in 9mm, which I think is an underpowered round for self-defensive use. You really have to juice it up. You've got to have good bullets. I always thought if this was made in 45 ACP, that it would just be fantastic if they upsized it to that, which they have not. But Browning has upsized it to 40 Smith & Wesson, and that makes it a viable self-defense cartridge in almost any situation, I think. In its classic incarnation of 9mm, the Browning HiPower's magazine holds 13 rounds. In its 40 Smith & Wesson chambering, the magazines only hold 10. So you're giving up 3 rounds, but you're picking up a much more powerful cartridge, and I think that's well worth the trade-off. So let's go to the range and see how it does. My hand load for the 40 Smith & Wesson has been a 180 grain plated bullet over 8.4 grains of blue dot powder. And this is a pretty kicking load. It generates 1,065 feet per second average velocities, and it's a hard-hitting round. But now that I've got a 10mm, I think I'm going to stick to 180 grain bullets in the 10mm and drop back to 155 in the 40 Smith & Wesson, so I'll be working up a load based on that bullet soon. Even though this is a pretty powerful hand load, it's still easily controlled in both two-handed and one-handed shooting. And we'll finish off with the bad guy's view of the Browning HiPower.